the sense that I thought about it, but he just said, let us run. And I got lots of revelation running with God. And not only did I get revelation running from God, but I learned something massive in the whole deal. It doesn't torment me anymore because I realize the value of my life isn't found in going to the Olympics. And I realized that the value of my life isn't found in getting any gold medals or running. So the value of running to me has completely changed. Before, I thought the value of running was to accomplish this. Right. Now the value of running just became I had time with God. Yeah. But it set me up for experiencing life in this world now because, you know, God came to me and he said, just run. And so I got busy doing all the things. I figured out, well, I'm this old already, so that means I got to accelerate it. So I amped up the process so I could bring it about. Then, as I'm in the middle of suffering all the time, throwing up, trying to put in 1 extra speed work when I wasn't supposed to be doing it, adding in 20 extra miles that week when I shouldn't have been doing it, he would send somebody who didn't even know me or what I was doing. Man, I don't know what this means, and I see you're already running, so I don't even know why I'm telling you this. Just run, dude. And people would come and tell me that, and I would literally, in my mind, freak out with God. What the hell do you mean? Don't you see me running? Don't you see me over here throwing up blood? And so he said, all these people by my bed, just run, dude. Just run. And so I was frustrated with that for a while. And then when we were about to start the church, and the running thing was long since in the past, and I was thinking I was crazy for going to start the church, and that Navajo guy came and started reading my mail and everything. Right at the end, after he read my mail, he said, just open your mouth. And I nearly fell on the ground and was just like, oh my gosh. I finally, in that moment, understood what he was saying the whole time when he was saying, just run. Don't worry about all of this. Don't worry about how it's going to happen, can it happen, what you need to do to make it happen, how far behind you are. He was just telling me, just run. I got the rest. You know, and I didn't get any of that. But when we were about to go start the church, and that guy came and told me, just open your mouth. Right. Oh, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I understood the word. And I'll tell you, you have no idea how many times that word saved me from enlisting my ability when we started this church. Because there were many times where I felt pressed within and without, to change this, to do this instead, to do things to try to get people to come, to do things to try to make the people want to come, to make the building prettier, to make the praise and worship, as glorious as it could be if we had a recorded studio. I felt so much pressure to do all that. And every time I felt tempted to do some of that, you know what I heard? Just open your mouth. And I felt myself go back to rest. And so because of the way it all shaked out, I look back on it all very fondly. And I don't actually feel like I missed anything with not going to the Olympics or anything. I feel zero lack about it. It doesn't bother me at all.
You completely answered